Hey everybody, welcome back. Just wished my neighbor goodbye. He's going to come back get his stuff. Um, he helped me a little bit here. He ran this edge with his little combine. He said he wanted to harvest one last time, so his daughter helped him. But he has gone with his daughter to go get his stuff together. Paperwork has come through, and all my closing costs have come out of the bank, so we lost a little bit of money, but that's okay. Everything over there is done. We've got it done. That is officially our silo, so we are storing some of the grain from here up here, everything that's left anyway. I've got the truck positioned over there so that we're ready to roll. Um, let's go look in the shed. I want to show you what all we ended up with. I've never been in this shed till today. I never knew what was in here. Of course, you know the plow and the cultivator over there. But let's open this up. I never knew all this was in here. He's got a relatively decent little sprayer. An old Oliver 1855 that has seen better days. It's dirty and it's scratched up from use. He's got a Ford 850. That was his everyday daily driver. Yeah, look at this John Deere. And this is what he used to haul his grain to town with right here. Here's his John Deere. This is what he took out in the field and ran. We need to clean it up, look it over. I mean, you can tell he's used it for many years. It's not new. This old Oliver right here was a restoration project that he did. This is the Row Crop HG. I had never seen one of these before till today. His primary tractor, or at least the one I know he said he's been using, is this one right here, the Ford 7610. It's got an old Farmall H in here and then an old Ford, I believe 8N, but it's had an engine swap in it with a Chevy 350. So we'll come back to all this and look it over really good, but I just had to show you. I couldn't believe it. I just really couldn't. We ended up with a lot more than I thought we would. That's wonderful. I mean, I don't need the tractors or nothing, but it works. So we'll go ahead and get in the combine here. Window's getting really dirty. We are low on fuel, so we're going to have to watch our fuel out, our usage. But I think we have enough probably to finish. I think we do. But yeah, when he pulled that old combine out of the shed and came out here and just harvested for a little bit, it was super neat to see. I wish I would have had my camera rolling, but in order to save enough battery for us to chat later, I had to turn it off. But yeah, wow. Well, it looks like today we are going to be able to finish up this harvest here. Now, we still have the canola field of ours and what used to be his canola field to go through and harvest. Did he get everything up here? No, he missed a little bit. Okay. We'll go ahead and get what he missed. I know he said those trees were awful close and it was, you know, he didn't want to get hit. I don't blame him. There we go. I believe that should do it. We'll just head back down here real quick. But all we have left is just this little bit right here, and that's it. The oat harvest will be done. Now, I was talking to him about crops that he used to plant before he turned this all, just let it go back to pasture. And he said his number one crop up here was soybeans. So we're going to try and put some soybeans in, but we're going to have to wait till next year. It is what it is. We don't have much of a choice, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't mind having some soybeans going. I just know the yield from this oat crop is not good. It's not good at all. We'll just have to make do, though, with what we've got. But I don't think this will take us too long, and we'll have this part of harvest done. If we're lucky, I might even be able to start one of the fields on the way back and maybe get it, at least started. So we'll see about that. Whoops. There I go, hitting wrong buttons again. I'm still learning this vehicle. It's getting there, though. By now you'd think, with as much as I've harvested with it, I ought to know it pretty good, but I don't. I truly don't. But man, does it sure put a hurting on everything here. I mean, it just harvests like there's nobody's business. So I'm happy with that, though. That's good. He said he's going to get me the soil plots for this land. He had it done, and he'll get me the maps that they sent him for this, and get them to me as quickly as he can. I know that he went ahead and paid for the upgrade, but he's had someone else, well, it used to be the Rathburns. They were doing a lot of the spraying and fertilizing and everything for his fields. And of course, their farm is now gone. Somebody else has bought their farm out, and I have to meet a new neighbor who has those 3 fields across from me. And I don't, again, I have never been to their farm or been past it, but I guess it's a fair distance away for them to get here. And I didn't know that. So maybe we could work out a deal, you know. When he told me what he was paying to have them spray, I thought it was a little absorbent, but then when I found out how far away they were, well, maybe not. But they're coming up here anyway, so it's not like they didn't have the opportunity to do it. But anyway, we're going to finish this up, and I will see y'all here in just a little bit. There we have it. That is the end of the oat harvest. Kind of a short little sweet deal there. Didn't have much to do. Whoop. Oh well, I can dump it out. But we'll go ahead and empty this up, go down to the canola field, and I don't think the adjustment is too much different. And I think we can adjust it here, can't we? Yes, we can adjust the sieves and everything right here in the cab. So we'll just set it up, make sure that all of our oats are out, and we'll go ahead and start cutting down there. That way we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and we will put the header on the trailer because it doesn't quite fit through the gates. It's kind of tight quartered. Let's see here, right about there. Fold that down. There we go. We'll hook up to the trailer and we'll just head right on down there and we'll get a little bit started on it, not a whole bunch. Here we go. So it'll be interesting to see once he gets all of his stuff moved out of there, what we're going to do with that house. I think it's best that we keep that house available, maybe for someone to live in, or I don't know. I don't know what else we could do with it besides those items. Maybe they could, maybe we could rent it out. Well, we might even move in there ourselves and rent out our house at the other farm. I don't know. Probably not, though. I'll get all that fresh lime that was spread here all over my tires. Okay. That won't hurt nothing. Let's see here. Well, let's go ahead and start cutting into this. See what we end up for a yield here. If it's going to be really good or not so great. I'm hoping for a really good cut here. I mean, to be honest, we need it. We need it badly. Need a really good yield to kind of boost us up. Like I said, I was hoping the oats would do better, but after talking with him and finding out oats isn't the necessarily best crop, I should have thought about that a little bit more closely. This doesn't seem to be doing too bad, though. Where the bin is filling up somewhat quickly. I mean, see, it's filling up pretty quick. So I guess that's not too bad. And we don't have the side cutting knives for this like you should have for canola, but it'll just have to be what it is. It's what we got right now. But I think overall, I think we're sitting pretty good. I really do. I think we're going to have a fairly good harvest. Decent amount of income coming in. I do have a USGS guy coming out to inspect that land that we own, and he is going to look it over pretty closely and see, made that phone call already, what he thinks. I just hope that they don't have to put in terraces and waterways and yeah, I really hope we don't have to go to that length. Boy, this sure is dirty compared to the oats up there. This canola is extremely dirty. But it's harvesting up okay. I think we'll be pretty good off. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and time lapse what little bit we got left till it's full, and then we will see you here in a few moments. All right. Well, it's gotten too tough out here to cut. The sun's gone down, and the moisture and the humidity has gotten a little high. So we are going to take this to the house and come back and do this tomorrow. Now, I did get a phone call that our barley has been processed, at least some of it, and we can go down and pick it up. So while we're waiting for the crop to dry out tomorrow, we'll go ahead and get that and get it up here and get it started into making whiskey, because that seems to be pretty good for us. This canola, I think we're going to see if anybody has a canola factory that turns canola into, oh, well, that was a little weird, turns canola into canola oil. One thing, we could use a little of it for ourselves, but also, whoa, that was our driveway. What in the world happened? That was weird. I hit the brakes and the brakes didn't respond. We've had this problem before. I don't want to go through it again, especially not with this thing full of canola. That's not something we need. But anyway, like I said, we'll go ahead and park this up for the night, call it good. It's not supposed to rain, so I'm not going to worry about putting it in the shed. I'm just going to roll it around over here on the side. We need to run around real quick and check on our animals, make sure they got enough of everything they need. There, that ought to be good enough. Okay, let's go have a look here. We got some eggs. Let's see. Lift this bag up here real quick. Top off their food. Oh, looks like we're going to have to take some of the barley down here. How is our grapevines doing? Looks like we've got several grapes here. Quite a few, actually. We need to get a cooled trailer for the eggs and for the grapes. So that'll be something we need to get here in the near future. Let's go check on our cattle. See how they're doing. And our guy will be coming in the morning to get the milk. There's not a whole bunch, but I guess every little bit counts. Oh, you guys are still got a decent amount, but you could probably use a little more. Water's full. And your straw looks good, so I'd say you guys can handle it till after we get done with harvest. There we go. But thank y'all for watching. I'm going to go turn in for the night. It's been a long day. A lot of things have transpired, and I now have to rethink this farm and what we're going to do on this farm. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.